storage is your hard drive storage, and a common storage, didn't we talk about that the other day? Maybe 500 to a terabyte is common on computers that you buy today. So now think, if you have a computer, what your stuff is. Okay, next let's talk about how a hard drive works. And probably 3 years from now, I can talk about this in the past because hard drives will mostly be solid state at that point, don't you think?
Price ever goes down.
Yeah, it does make them a little more, kind of, this is an old one, and you can tell by its monster size. They're all broken because I'm touching them like this. There's a broken one.
Because you've dropped them.
Right, yeah, I've dropped them. I wish you could kind of see that crater effect. That was kind of cool. So I'll just take one and down each hallway here.
Are those all IPE programs?
They are, I think they're the older style. I don't think they're SATA. I have a SATA in my office. This one's before.
What is that state right before the solid state?
The SATA?
Yeah.
I think
It's
so.
a lot bigger.
Has a smaller connection.
Yeah, the serial 18.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading somewhere, I can't remember if it was Saturn or solid state that I was reading about.
So a cartoon of how that disc works, and there was a quick video on there. But so your platter, what did they say the platter was made out of?
Ceramic.
Ceramic, and it stores magnetically zeros and ones. That's all it can store is a 0 and 1. Everything the computer can think about is represented by two numbers, off or on. So if there is an electronic pulse when things are moving through your computer, it's on, and if there isn't, it's off. And when it's storing magnetically, if it did store magnetically, it's an on, and if it didn't, it's an off. Okay, so I think there's a graphic in your book too, but this kind of helps you understand what direct access is. Okay, so your platters or your disks are divided into invisible sectors or tracks, and then the tracks are broken into sectors. Okay, so notice how that arm on those hard drives kind of looks like a needle reading a record player, if you even know what I'm talking about. So direct access, to save you time, so you don't have to wait very long for information to be saved or retrieved. Direct access means that read-write head looks down on the disk that's spinning, and as soon as it finds an empty spot, it starts to save there. So let's say it starts to save there, and it puts your document here. Okay, so you save, close, come back later. Next day you come in, or next time you come in, and you're going to work on a different, not this file, a different file. So then it spins, and it directly, wherever it finds the first available spot, is going to start saving. So let's say it starts saving here, and then it gets to here, and it's like, oh crap, that one's already used. It leaves itself a message, and it goes to the next available spot, which let's say might be here. Okay, and
so there, a CD is, I guess you can't see it, but it's a lot, basically like a record.
like a record, not a CD, a record, yeah.
Like the old,
Yeah.
the old vinyls.
So Michael brought up the term fragmentation. So after you have stored and saved and opened and changed and added to and modified all of these files, your files get all over the place on your hard drive, and it becomes fragmented. So you can defragment it with a system tool, and that actually lifts the information off of the disk, organizes it, and lays it back down, so that your retrieval time is quicker. Today, this is not as big of a deal as it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was a big deal. If you had used your hard drive for a few years, it would become fragmented and things would be really slow with it. And it would start to drag. So if you would take the time to defragment it, your computer would run faster. day it's not as big a deal because the speeds are higher and the technology is
No.
better.
I got a question. Are the hard drives in a computer, are they like that? I don't know.
They are. The ones that I'm sending around are old, but they are like that. The hard drives in computers are like that, especially the computers that are sitting on desks.
But they're probably not, are they as sensitive? Like, you know?
Yes.
They're.
You should never drop your things.
Well, of course.
And that's why they're trying to get away from that in the solid state. I mean,
So if
solid
you drop
state's
your
more-
pen drive, is your data going to crash? If you put it through the washer and dryer, maybe, but that's a whole different element. So if you drop your pen drive, it's not going to lose its information, but if you drop your computer, it's like hold your breath and maybe you'll get your information back. All right? So you do not want to drop your computer because of how they described that. But if you drop your laptop, it depends. All right? So Cameron, right? If Cameron drops his solid state laptop, hopefully nothing breaks, but oh yeah, okay, your solid state is in the desktop. I mean, you could like bump into it and tip it off the desk or something. No, you're like, no, it's all safe.
Yeah, it's pretty much stationary.
If you drop your computer that has solid state in it, you probably are going to be fine. Besides any other parts that could break, or like the screen could break on something.
My secondary storage, maybe.
Right. If you but if you drop a spinning hard drive, it's always spinning, so there's going to be more chance of it causing trouble. Cameron mentioned the price of solid state storage being quite a bit more expensive. So that's something for you to consider when you are purchasing a computer. If it's going to sit on your desk and be safe, you're probably okay with a spinning hard drive. But it spins and spins and spins, and that head goes back and forth all the time. It really is a lot of mechanical movement that things break down. Like that's why we have to get new tires, and that's why we have, our cars wear out because stuff is moving all the time. Okay, so if less stuff is moving, your storage is going to last longer. So this direct